Welcome to another episode of A in this corner, coming out the white corner. My name is Bill. You know I'm ready to fight.
All right, I want a good, clean fight. Let's get it on.
Welcome to another episode of A in this corner, and today we got a good one. We are finally back. Versus. Y'all know when we first started this channel, my brother Barry and I, we started it because of Versus. And some years later, we finally are back. They announced the No Limit versus Cash Money versus. We're talking about the two powerhouses out of New Orleans. And look, we are ready. We are ready. I can't wait. I believe it's on October 24th. And we are ready to go. So today we are going to kind of dissect and do our little prequel about the battle, and I'm going to talk about who I think is going to win, who's going to come out, any special guests, songs that I think that's going to be played as we typically do. So I remember back at USF when I was a college student at USF. That's when No Limits became they went on fire. They were on fire, right? So you got True, you had the Ghetto Dope album drop and took off, right? So we talking about No Limit. You got True, you got Master P, you got the 504 Boys, you got Silk, C Murder, Mia X, Mr. Servon, Gambino family, Mercedes, Chopper. You got look at some of my notes, Cain and Abel, Soldier Slim, Big Ed, Skullduggery, Mac, Beats by the Pop, man. We got so many people when you go to talk about No Limit. And boy, oh boy, every Tuesday, my line brother and I, it didn't matter what drop, we knew we were going to the store to pick up the new no Limit album. Doesn't matter who it was. We didn't care if we heard a song or not because we typically didn't hear a song. But we were the very, very, very first people to run up and go grab that No Limit CD. Y'all know that's when they had the plastic covers, and once you open the cover, you always see which albums come out. Y'all know it was always that one album everybody was waiting to come out. Everybody, y'all know what it is, that Mercedes album. So that was my first introduction to No Limit. And I think the very first song I remember hearing was I Always Feel Like from the True album. Um, when I heard that album, I was like, man, who are these boys? They down goals in mouth. And I'm like, man, that's what's up. So they started to pick up some wave, and I'm talking about Master P was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant businessman when it came to marketing his record label. His I don't remember any major tours, any major videos when it came to No Limit. A certain few videos or whatever, but not a lot. And boy, when they picked up that Juggernaut Mystical and they picked up Snoop, it was over. It was over. So right around 1999, late 98, 99, I believe it was 99. That's when I got introduced to Cash Money. And that's when Juvie dropped 400 Degrees album. Took off. I'm talking about it took off. First song was the Ha, and then the song that still plays to this day, Back That Ass Up. When you hear Back That Ass Up in the club today or any party, wherever you are, everybody's running to the dance floor. Somebody go drop it. They bouncing. They doing it. All the girls, man, all the women, they know what's up. All the aunties, all the aunties are backing it up. And the club banger off of that album, 400 Degrees. Manny Fresh put it down on that album. But when you go to talk about, let me back up a little bit. When you go to talk about Cash Money, then you know you're talking about the main cash. I'm talking about the the late 90s, the early to mid 2000s Cash Money. I'm not talking about the Young Money Cash Money. I'm not talking about the Drakes, the Nickies, the 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 Young Thugs, and I'm not talking about those. Yeah, they may be a faction of what we're gonna call Cash Money, but I'm talking about the true Cash Money. We talking about Juvie, talking about BG, we talking about Turk, Lil Wayne, Manny, and Birdman. I'll give you, was it TQ? I'll give you TQ because he was right there around when the time was there. And oh man, I can't forget. It was the other two boys that were two guys that were there. Even when you go back to oh man, UNLV. So I remember all of them. Dragon by the River, Badass Yellow Boy. But when you go to talking about those guys, that's the no limit I'm talking about. That's the no limit I want to, I mean, excuse me, that's the Cash Money I want to see doing this battle. I don't want to see nobody else. I don't want to see no Nickies. I don't want to see none of them. I only want to see the originals, the original Cash Money, the original um No Limit. We talking about the Hot Boys, the Big Timers. We talking about the 504 Boys, True, and all of that No Limit family. So when we're talking about for me, I'm gonna reference this me. When I talk about Cash Money versus No Limit, that's who I'm talking about. That era, Tees, Bowles, and Reese. If you wasn't Tees, Bowles, and Reese, if you know what I'm talking about. Right? No, we ain't talking about them other guys. That's what we talking about. Tees, Bowles, and Reese. So that's a little early version of who how I was introduced to both of those record labels. But some of the songs that I think that are going to be played. So if I go to Cash Money, Back That Ass Up, Bling Bling, Project Chick, Still Fly, Need a Hot Girl, Stunt Like My Daddy, Get Your Roll On, 400 Degrees, um, Badass Yellow Boy. They probably go play that because that's like one of their earlier songs that started to make waves. Number One Stunner, you understand? Those are the songs I'm expecting, plus of course some other songs that I missed out on. But when I go to No Limit, oh my goodness. Mr. Ice Cream Man, bout it. Miss My Homies, Who to Who. I always feel like Freak Pros. It ain't my fault. The man right here we go. Ghetto D, No Limit Party, uh, Wobble Wobble, Make it say down for my hitters. That's what we call down for my hitters. But those are the songs that I know that they better be played. Are they gonna play other songs? Sure, whatever not, of course. But don't we're talking about the original songs. It's him and Lil Wody. Turk. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear nothing. I want to hear these originals. You know, wobble wobble when Lil Wayne wasn't back when Lil Wayne wasn't even cursing. I'll give you the first Carter. I'll give you the first Carter. Maybe I give you the first two Carters. I'll give you Carter one, Carter two. So I'll even go Carter one, Carter two. But anything past that, nah, we ain't messing with that. Nah. Because that we're talking about the originals, right? Um, we got some songs. We have some songs. Now, are we going to have any special appearances? If I'm Cash Money is going to have the biggest um artists to appear. So they can go get the Nickies, they can go get the Drakes, Thug can come on, they could get an NBA young boy because Cash Money or whatever. But technically, if you're talking about the original Hot Boy, the original Cash Money, they don't have a lot of features. Their features were themselves. Now, when you go over to the other side, when you're talking about No Limit, No Limit, they featured themselves as well. However, they also will bring out people like E40, um, UGK. UGK typically was around a lot, especially I miss my homies and what is it? Meal Ticket off of the I'm About It soundtrack. I think they have a song on there. So you typically will get a few more. I know they did a song with Mia did a song with Foxy Brown, Serve On. He did a song. I think it was Big Pun. Rest in peace. But even even when P did he was featured on what's that? The 4321 song with LL. So could LL make a an appearance? Possibly. That'd be dope because that 4-3-2-1. Hey, hey, that's when them boys was hot. P and them hot boy, man, them boys, not hot boys. No Limit was hot. So I definitely say I don't expect a lot of guest appearances, but if we do, those are a few we may see. Um, when I think about this actual versus, this is one of the best ways to kick start versus back to get us back on. You're talking about two of the biggest record labels to come through hip hop, rap, two of the biggest record labels to produce and flood the market. Um, and what they did for Southern rap, I don't think can ever be repeated. Um, how many people were running around saying bling bling? Um, you got Cameron and them boys redid Bout It. So those guys, both record labels are so big and so important to hip hop, Southern rap that if one record label goes away, it changes the scope of rap to me. I could be wrong, but I'm talking about me. So typically, when we do our versus previews, we like to do our little spinner. Someone spinning around to see who's going to win. Hmm. I think crowd wise, it's going to be in LA. If it was in New Orleans, it would be a plain neutral site. And I think everybody would cheer for everybody. But if it's in Vegas, I believe it's in Vegas. So if it's in Vegas, I think it's more going to lean towards Cash Money. Reason being, Cash Money has more mainstream and charting songs. So if you think about the songs I said, Bling Bling, Back That Ass Up, Huh, Still Fly, I Need a Hot Girl, 400, not 400 Degrees, I take that one back. Number One Stunner, like a lot of these had they had the radio play and they had videos to go with it. No Limit, unfortunately, didn't have necessarily a bunch of videos and they didn't have radio play. So since they didn't have the videos and they didn't have the radio play, I think their music was more for the people who really messed with No Limit. I could be wrong. If I had to go between the two, um, out of everybody, BG is my favorite artist. Cash Money, I listen to more Cash Money. I mean, excuse me, I listen to more No Limit. BG is my favorite artist out of everybody. And back up, BG and C Murder are my two favorite from both sides. And if I had to pick a record label that I listened to more, it was No Limit. So if I had to decide, I may contradict myself. It may be a 55-45 spin that spinner. It may go 55-45 Cash Money. However, again, I'm only speaking on the mainstream from everybody. They had the bigger songs. Again, they had the bigger songs. They had the videos. They had a lot more than what No Limit did. However, again, when let them play the man right here. Unfortunately, he locked up unless he make a special appearance. But Mystical, I believe Mystical would have been the wild card because all the songs that Mystical had, and when he come out animated, rapping fast, and everything that we know Mystical does, he would. I truly believe Mystical would have been the wild card. But shout out to both Cash Money. Shout out to No Limit. Shout out to Manny Fresh, who, for the most in-house producer, did a lot of damn near all. We're talking about just No Limit. He did a lot of all of that. Then they brought in Jazzy Faye and brought started working with other producers. Um, No Limit for the most part, Beats by the Pound. What's that? KLC, Moby Dick, all a couple of other guys, but Moby D, excuse me. I'm trying to get monetized around here. But again, shout out to Verzuz, man. I cannot wait. I need to go get me a camouflage bandana, find me some Jabos, find me some Reeds and long white tee. Because boy, don't call me, don't bother me. Just get yourself ready. Again, Timberland, um, Swiss Beats, we appreciate you so much. Shout out to Steve. You're part of the Versus organization and everything to make this happen. Shout out to you. But man, we've been waiting, waiting, waiting. And look, I'm trying to be the official Versus recapper. That's what I'm trying to do. Y'all look out for your boy. But y'all know what to do. Support, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that anytime we drop any new content, y'all are instantly notified. And y'all know what to do. Go to the comment section. We call it my 2 cents, right? My 2 cents. Leave your 2 cents. Who is going to win this battle? Cash Money or No Limit? Are y'all playing by my rules, which is the original Cash Money? Or are y'all saying it doesn't matter? It could be YMCMB or whoever it is. Y'all, are y'all playing by those rules, right? Let me know. Flood, flood, flood the comment section. Hit that like button. Share my content. Share our content. And in this corner, we have some new things coming. And hey, let's get ready. Shout out to y'all boys. Peace.